Hey everyone, so today is day 193 of being sober from gambling. January 3rd is the day that I count as my official start date of my recovery. So if you're watching this, I thank you for watching it. Trying to use this as just an additional accountability. So just kind of reporting on, how I'm doing, I guess, and if I'm staying away from gambling. Gambling just became so out of control over the last few years, and last year by far being the worst. Pardon me. I don't know. Like, I know I enjoyed my time going to the casino. Like, my thing was slots, okay? And so I really enjoyed playing the slots. But, as much fun as it was, it caused so much damage, destruction. I don't know how to actually phrase it. Hurt, really, is probably what it was. But it's those games, and I know, there's people out there that can gamble responsibly. There's people that can go there and maybe they have the excess money to spend or whatever, and they can set a limit and they can stay within that limit, but that's not me, right? And so I remember what I would do is I'd pull money out of the ATM and be like, okay, well, if I pull this out here, then maybe my wife won't know, or something like that, or she won't check this account. And so then I'd do that and then try and cover my losses. Like, okay, if I could just earn back the money that I pulled out, plus their insane fees, right, at the casino. If I can make that money, I'll just set that in my pocket, and then I'll be able to repay it. So then it's no big deal. It's like free money then, right? Yeah. So that ended up being a joke. Don't get me wrong, there's times I could do it, and when I did, I don't have an issue. But there's plenty of other times where it's like, oh man, it's if I did win it back, if I let's say I pulled out $200, and so it'd be like $210 with the fees or something, I don't know. But so it's like I start playing that $200, and when I got $210, I'd stick that in my pocket, and then if I had extra, I'd keep playing, right? How quickly that other money went, though, the vast majority of the time. And so then I'd stick that $200, which I'd said I'm going to replace, back in, right? So it's just this cycle. And so then I'd lose that $210, and what would I do? Go grab more, right? I became really good at being truthful to my wife, to my kids, to myself. And in all fairness, I couldn't tell you the amount that I won and lost. I mean, obviously the loss category is bigger, but and I don't know how much money I actually stuck in to the machines, but thing is, I hit that kind of bottom of the barrel, right? That point that I said I can't do this anymore. It's I remember that last weekend, that last day that I actually stepped foot into a casino. Okay, so yesterday I said me actually stepping foot into a casino was actually probably about 2.5 weeks prior to almost 3 weeks prior to January 3rd. Actually maybe 2 weeks. Anyways, the thing on January 3rd was, and it wasn't a casino game. It was just, I don't know, something stupid. I gotta shoot a ball here or something like that. And I ran out of those, and or I need more coins, to keep going or something. I don't know. It was something stupid. But anyways, so my last time in a casino, my wife and kids and I, we were down in Mississippi. My wife, her goal is to run a half marathon in all 50 states. And so we had gone down there so she could run her half marathon in Mississippi. And when she said, I'm going to move here, what did I do? I'm like, I wonder if I have, if there's a casino that's tied with the one that I typically go to, and I wonder if I can get free rooms. And sure enough, guess what? I got free rooms there. So we stayed in a hotel that was attached to a casino. So super easy access, right? And a bunch of the restaurants that they had there, I mean, there was a couple that were out there, but there was 3 or 4 restaurants that you actually had to go into the casino and walk through the casino to get to these restaurants. There isn't another way for the public to get over there. Anyways, so my wife ran on a Sunday morning, and that night before, the day before, so it would have been Saturday, we had been really busy. We had walked all over the place, and everybody was pretty wiped out. And my wife, she had to be where I had to drop her off at 4 or 5 in the morning to where she was going to start the race. So that night we get to the hotel, and it's 8 o'clock maybe, I don't know, somewhere around there. And my kids, they're oh man, I'm beat. I think I'm just going to lay down and play on my tablet or phone or whatever. My wife's I'm exhausted, I'm going to bed. And I'm like, well, if you guys are doing that, I'm going to go down to the casino. No big deal, right? I'm going to go down there. And my wife was, by this point, whatever. She wasn't happy with it. I do that. So like I said, this is somewhere between 8 and 9 Saturday night, right? I'm down in that casino And like it was crazy. So I'm playing and whatever, and it's like, oh, I see this game, and I just saw somebody do the bonus. Oh man, the bonus, that's so much fun to do. And I'm like, ooh, and they won a lot of money. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I'm gonna try that. I want to see if I can do that on that one. And so I'd play, and yep, I'd be up, I'd be down, I'd be up, I'd be down. And I do this like all these different games, just kind of go around. And anyways, like I saw the time. I remember seeing like, oh man, it's 11 o'clock. I should really get back. You know what? I'm just gonna play for another 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. All of a sudden, I'd look at my watch or my phone or whatever, and then it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And like, oh crap, I didn't realize how much time had gone by. All right, well, I'm just gonna do 10 more spins and then I'll finish up. And all of a sudden it's 3 in the morning. I'm like, crud. Angela's gonna be up in 2 hours. I gotta be up in 2 hours with her. I need to like go up to our room. And so I'm like, thankfully she'll be sleeping, so I could tell her that I got in at like 11 or something. I don't know. And just mind blowing, the stupidity that goes through your head. Anyways, so I go up to the room and it's dark in there, and I sneak in and take my shoes off, and my wife goes, "Are you serious? Are you serious? You've been down there this entire time?" Yeah, I've been watching people play. Wow. Nope. I've been playing. So she just goes, whatever. And she rolled over, she went back to sleep. We get up, and I get her to her thing by 5. I'm driving back to the hotel. I'm like, it's 5 in the morning, right? 5, probably 5:30 by the time I get to the hotel. Like, it's early. The kids are still asleep. Like, the race doesn't start till 7, so you don't need to be down there till like 7:30, 8 o'clock to try and cheer around. I'm gonna go into the casino again. So I went, and I'm sitting there, and of course I get sucked into a machine. And I honestly, I don't, like, I couldn't tell you if I was winning, if I was losing. Probably losing. I was, got to be good at that. But I don't know what it was, but it's like I hit the button to spin the reels or whatever, and Brad, what are you doing? I'm like, this is ridiculous. You just spent basically 6-7 hours in the casino, sitting here saying, just lie to my wife about what time I came into bed, which I got caught anyways. And now, like, I have this need to come in here at this time and play more when I was down previous. Like, this is ridiculous. Why can't I stop? Why am I doing this to myself? And like any good addict, right? This is my last spin, and honestly, it was. Pulled out my money. I don't know how much I had, but I remember they had these little like acrylic boxes, and you could put, tickets in there and to like donate to something. I couldn't tell you what. Anyways, stuck my ticket in there. I'm like, I don't even want this. Like, don't get me wrong, if it was like $1,000, I would take it, but it was not. Anyways, so it was something under 100. Just stuck it in there and said, I don't want this, and I left. And so I have not stepped foot into a casino since then. And honestly, like, I don't even remember right then if I'd said anything to my wife or my kids. But I went home, we went home. On the way home, I'm on my phone and going on Amazon and grab a couple books on addiction and in regards to gambling specifically, but ordered a couple books and started researching where Gamblers Anonymous meetings where I could access them, and so it's Recovery Road Online. Found that, and a couple days later, I'm at work and didn't have a patient, and so there's a meeting right now. I mean, there's meetings like 10 times a day, something like that, and that's just one platform. And I couldn't tell you where all these people were from, but listening to them, and it was like, oh my gosh, that was my thinking. Oh my gosh, I felt that way, and yeah, I talked to, I called up a guy from church, and that I know he's struggled with addictions in the past, and I contacted him and I'm like, hey, is it okay if we meet? And yep. So remember I said January 3rd. That morning I'm laying in bed. I'm going through every day. I was reading the Bible. I was reading these books and stuff. But I was still playing that stupid game on my phone, and I don't know why. But anyways, I mean, I do know why, because I got some entertainment out of it. But anyways, and it's like I came up. Oh, you need more coins or whatever to do this. $10, and you get all this stuff. Cool, all right. And boom, that's gone. Just like in a casino, right? Boom, it's gone. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do another $10, and well, actually it was $9.99, so like, it's even a better deal, right? So hit it and start playing, and again that thought goes through my head of why am I doing this? This is exactly what like a gambling addiction is. This is exactly what an addiction is. Just I find different ways, and if I pull the money out of my business account and won't see it, whatever, my wife wouldn't see it, but anyways, I started thinking, I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. And it was that morning that I had my meeting with the guy from church, and I just opened up about everything. It's and I said, this is my starting day, or this is my sobriety date, whatever. And so like I said, day 193. It's not been an easy journey. I think yesterday I said, once a week I go for a doctor's appointment and I have to drive right past the casino that I would always go to. Well, today's that day, so I already had to drive past it once. Gotta drive past it again because I'm going now the opposite direction. And so I'm not going to stop, but I'm not going to lie either and say the thought of I could just go over there and I'm sure I have free play. Man, I got, whatever their highest point card was. I had gotten to that point. So I guarantee there's like free play on my card, which I don't even have a card. I threw them in the garbage. Not that I couldn't get a new one, right? But it's a deterrent. So, all right. Well, that was a lot longer than what I thought I'd record today. I like this to be able to record while I'm driving, just because just gives me uninterrupted time to talk. So, if you're out there, if you're struggling, make sure that reach out for help. Whether it's to a friend, a pastor, a spouse, a parent, a sibling. There's Gambling Anonymous. There's the 1-800-BETS-OFF. They'll help you get lined up with counselors. There's all sorts of resources. So if you're struggling, first thing is you're not alone, right? That's and if people need to share stories or talk, go ahead. Let me know. If you put in there, hey, I want to talk to you or whatever, I'll figure out. I don't know how this works, but I can figure out how to maybe do a private message and talk and listen. I mean, there's plenty of times where it's like I just need to dump. Do like a word vomit, get everything out, and it's like, wow, that's a big relief. Anyways, I'm here to listen. So, but anyways, I need to end this, but just reach out. You're not alone. Reach out. Take that first step. Get your life back. I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks.